Hello, my name is Shawn Byrd. I am going to be doing today's demonstration. I took the big chopper knife class at Byrd Foster's studio in August of 21. So I'll be demonstrating various techniques for, fully forged knife making, as well as hopefully showing some of the handle work and things that as they apply to general blacksmithing.
So there's no stock removal, no sanding or no sawing or hard grinding, anything like that. It has a forged finish. But this is the 1075, 1080 steel. I got it from Pop's Knife Supply. So it is the higher carbon steel. It's about 9.5 inches long. So, a lot of people start by forging a point, driving it down. The metal does start to change in length. You can see right here, it's the same bar metal. I got all 5 pieces the same size. And already here, it's got another good ½ inch just from stretching. So I will give it a try. With hammers, this is a Home Depot hammer. My wife and I do a lot of small stuff, so it's not a big deal. But I noticed working bigger things, heavier work, longer, this rubber handle really bothers the hand. So wood handles are definitely the way to go. I just haven't replaced it yet. I'm still learning to control is the fish mouth. It's when the pieces of metal, as the corners go up, it creates a little groove. So I take some practice, but again, a little bit at a time, back and forth. That forge is way hotter than mine. One thing interesting at Byrd Foster's class, of course, in the metal, that knife was like a 1/4 inch thick. It was a big fat piece of metal. I guess I was working on an anvil around this size. When we broke for lunch, I think it was, and so after working on the anvil for 3 hours, we decided to check the temperatures. They were over 200 degrees, just working the metal. Again, by the anvil that size, you can boil water on it. It got that hot. So, what do you think? That's getting close here. I'll finish it off and we'll start the next operation on there too. So, just those guys go well. Now, if you do get it, this one has a teeny, fish mouth hole that fold over. There's a lot of stuff that can be corrected when you're grinding the profile. When you get to the shape that you're mostly getting it to, a lot of these tiny imperfections will come out. Try to make it pointier.
handles a little pointy. So now I can get rid of that thickness to it. And I'll hammer one side of it. So as I'm bending it down, it's getting a wrinkle in it. Because the whole thing doesn't want to bend the way I want it to bend, so I'm just going to hammer it down. Stretch out. I started those samples at about 3 3/4 of an inch, and it was stretching out to 5, no problem. So that's about how long I like my handles. Remove the stock or just hammer it out. Like I said, I put the whole thing in the forge, and you can see all these little blisters of steel that are starting to pop up. I'm going to want to just tap on that stuff right now, just hope not set it, just to break it up. Let's see. I think that's just kind of fun. But it puts in the bend. And doing that too, I could sit here and use my chunk of wood or something, do the same thing. But that's just fun. The fact that you take a piece of steel and you can't bend with your hand and do that, that's great. I'm going to straighten it out first. A piece of art, unique. Okay, I'll draw this in.
So I'm just going to hold it at a slight angle. It's a little more difficult to do on the curve. known steel. If you're planning on making something, get a known steel, because it'll end up becoming something. It can be an unknown steel too, because I've been told if it doesn't break, then it's not going to break really. But if you're going to be selling something, I know a lot of people do that. I got all this junkyard steel. I'll go this, and I'll make $1 million selling knives or whatever it is. If your name is on the line, get something that is known. This was known. It's not expensive. I think for 4 feet of it, which I made 5 planks of this 1 4-foot stick, $27 or something. I could look up how to treat the material, temper it, whole 9 yards. You can do everything by hand. You don't need fancy grinders, shapers, and stuff. That's one thing that's nice with forge finishing. You can go by hand. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
Hey, Doug.